Amazing environment. This is my first time in Austin, so I thought the environment was amazing, the facilities amazing. Everyone was very hospitable. Uh, I have a lot of respect for Vic. Our competitive nature goes back from when he was at Mississippi State, and he was beating my head out off the first couple of years, and then the last 3 games we've played have all been like this, cinematic. And I hadn't figured out how to go on the winning side for that yet. Um, I believe Texas is a Final Four team. I think they're one of the best teams in the country. And I would like everybody to probably maybe think about, then what does that make us? You know, last play of the game, it was unsettled. His defense is so good. My thought process was, let me see if we can try to get something before, because if I set up his defense, then we may not even get a shot. Once I saw it was getting ready to be bad, I called a timeout, but they called a foul at the same time. But I was really disappointed in that because we would have only gotten 2 free throws, and really it wouldn't have been enough for the game. But props to them, and we're going to use this for some film. There's no more victories. We lost the game, and go from there.
Questions for Coach?
What do you think it is about your team that was able to, come back down 15, start in the fourth quarter, and make it a game late?
Well, I mean, the second quarter just killed us. I could have been better, just probably controlling the game more. It is a challenge in this type of environment when they're away from you. But so I got to get creative on how I could control the game from as far as play calling is concerned, because I should have just went to our sets. And that really put us down. But my team has no quit and no fight. And so the margin of error when you play a team like Texas is this small. And so that quarter, that's the game. We tried to make it up. We tried to make it up with our 24-12 quarter in the fourth, but it just wasn't enough because, that's why it was a 3-point game. It wouldn't have been enough. Had we even made the second quarter a little bit better, then maybe we take the lead and maybe we could come out with the win. But that's a numbers game, and our team just doesn't have any quit.
Yeah, Coach, did you feel like you rattled them a little bit? There were a lot of uncharacteristic errors by Texas, even Rory in that fourth quarter. Did you feel like y'all kind of forced a meltdown to a certain degree?
I'd like to think that we're a really good defensive team as well. Our philosophy defensively is dictate and disrupt. People know what we're about, and Vic knows what we're about too, So I think it was just a really good game. I think Rory, man, what would I do to have a 5th-year point guard? I mean, she's special. You can have 5th-year players, but a 5th-year point guard, man, that's high level. And the fact that we turned her over 4 times, it was impressive. So, that, and I know she had been bragging about not getting it, so we were really elated to spoil that, because she hadn't been turning it over at all. So, I think we're a good defensive team as well. The game was exactly how I expected it to be. I never felt like, even when we went down, I never felt like it was out of reach. I felt like we were doing some uncharacteristic things, and we just need to fight.
We'll be up front to the left.
What did you notice about the way they were guarding McMahon through the first 3 quarters, and what changed in the fourth?
Yeah, I just think this is a game where Cody really wanted to win, and she just has to play. Like this, she was really pressing and doing some things. Like she wants to win so bad, she'll try to do it by herself, and that's just not going to be what works, because then it makes her incredibly easy to guard. After that, after halftime, I just told her, you need to just play, let me coach, but you need to share the ball and trust your teammates. And I thought she started to do that, and then it started to come back to her. and also our defense picked up, so we were able to get out in transition.
Back here to the right.
Hey, Coach Fran Harris. Went into you hiring Empress Davenport, former Longhorn, and how important has she been to your team?
Yeah, I mean, Empress is a competitor. She's a winner. I wanted people, I want to go to Elite Eight, Final Four. She played in the Elite Eight, so she knows what that feels like. Everybody on my staff, Coach Joy did the same, and then Coach Q coach in the championship game. So I wanted to get coaches that knew what it felt like to go where I wanted to go. And, she's a warrior. She's a competitor. She's pretty even keel. She's not going to get too high or too low. And, she's just been great, just working hard with the guards and just being a voice. Her part of the scout, she gets all their plays. I thought she had us prepared. There was nothing that they did that shocked us. And that was a credit to her.
I think last year Jordan Lee played all right against you guys, but not anything that really stood out. How much growth have you seen from her over the past year to have the game that she had tonight?
I mean, Jordan Lee killed us every time. I think she is the key to their success. Madison Booker, of course, is a superstar, but they don't win without Jordan Lee. And one of the things we wanted to do, she got loose twice in our out of bounds. But other than that, she didn't get a three. We respect her so much. I don't understand how people just ignore her. And, I mean, this kid does a little bit of everything for him. And makes you work really hard. And I thought she really played well and got them a bucket when they needed to. I respect her a lot. So for me, I don't. As far as her growth, I think she does this all the time. I just don't think she gets the credit, maybe. But I mean, she's special, and I don't think Texas wins without her.
Second row on the right.
Yeah, Coach, I was curious your view of the SEC this year, and what kind of record do you think is going to win this league in the regular season?
Well, I'm not good with that stuff, but I'll tell you this. If you come in a game and you're not tough, you're not going to win, period. That's what the SEC is about. You got to be tough, and that's what I love about this league. You don't even have to always be talented. You could just be tough and punk a talented team. I thought last year, Kentucky was way more talented than my team, but we out-rebounded them by almost 20. I thought this game right here would have been the battle of the paint. They got loose a couple times on some ball screen stuff, and they got some easy layups I wish I could have back. But if you look, we tied them on the glass. I mean, it was really one of those, dog fights. That's what I like about when I play Vic. I know it's gonna be a dog fight. He ain't scared. I ain't scared. We pressuring. We ain't doing a bunch of gimmicky stuff. Sometimes you play teams. They just make up a defense. It's gonna be you strap up, I strap up, and then we see what happens.
Last question in person.
Coach, just talk about the point production of your bench. They outscored y'all 17-6. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get people to show up, like we need them to, and they will. I think that people use their bench for, who's 17? Oh, Ashton Judd. I mean, she's really good in older curve. I don't know if that's not a fair statement. Those kids can start. They just come off the bench. So as far as I'm concerned, he has 7 starters. You know what I mean? I have 5, maybe 6 starters, but I have 5 legitimate starters. And so my bench is a little different. I use them differently. I don't really need them to score a bunch of points. I just need them to defend at a high level.
Okay, Tia, you have questions on Zoom?
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
Just a couple of questions. My first one, you mentioned that you think Texas is a Final Four team. How does having a game like this, a competitive game against that caliber of team this early on in SEC play, how does that kind of lay a foundational groundwork for you all to build on throughout SEC play?
Well, I'll tell you this. I was incredibly grateful when I saw the schedule that we were going to play them because, there's so much that we're going to unpack from this game. And we're going to try to incorporate some things that worked really well for us. We're going to try to stop doing some of the things that hurt us. and then we got to try to go 1-0 next game. The thing about the SEC that is challenging is there's so many different styles. Back in the day, you know, everybody was kind of like us in Texas and South Carolina, but now you got all these teams that just they're different. You got Oklahoma that's different. You got just a bunch of different looks. So, you know, we learn from this. We build some stuff, and then we really got to flush it, and then try to go 1-0 next game.
And then my other one, Latasha Lattimore, steadily grown throughout this first part of the season and had a pretty good game today and seemed to be a catalyst for you all. And some of those moments when things were a little slow on both ends of the floor, just can you speak to her performance today and how that impacted the game for you all?
Yeah, you know what's interesting? Like Tosh, if I didn't know, I would have never known she had 17 because there were about maybe 5 possessions that I know she would want back. You know, Tasha is way better than what she showed today. And I'm not going to just look at her point. Like, why you only got 4 rebounds, Tosh? You know, like she should have 17 and 8, 17 and 9. That's how you know when she's playing high. It's not the points, it's her rebounds. So I didn't think she was as productive and active as she needed to be on the glass. And if she was, she would have had more than that. So we're going to keep growing and keep pushing her. But I like where she's going and the pace she's going with. I really enjoy my team.
Thank you.
Thanks.